mixed doubles coming up next. Kim Won-ho making his first appearance on court today. He and Jeong Na-yeon are taking on Matthias Christiansen and Alexandra Bøye. Before Kim comes back out later on as well. He's in the men's doubles semi-final too. And this is the draw for the mixed doubles. 7 different nations represented yesterday in the quarterfinals, with 2 Chinese pairs, neither of which managed to secure a spot in the semi-finals. Chen and To take on Watanabe and Higashino for the battle in the lower half of the draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players on court for the mixed doubles semi-finals. Representing Korea, Kim Won-ho and Jeong Na-yeon. Introducing their opponents, representing Denmark, Matthias Christiansen and Alexandra Bøje.
Who's receiving? Shall we receiving? Who's serving? Okay, thank you.
So Christiansen wins the serve for Denmark. The toss of the coin, sorry, and elects the side of the court. And here is Kim Won-ho, 24 years old now. From Suwon, Jeongi-do, South Korea. 6 foot tall and ranked number 6 in the world with his partner here. Importantly, they're ranked number 1 on the World Tour list, heading to the World Tour finals at the end of the year. And that's after last week's win in Thailand. Jeong Na-yeon's 22 years old, about 5'6" in height, and she's from Seoul in Korea. And it was Tan Kian-meng and Lai Pei-jing that caused them the biggest problem so far this week, which is amazing considering they had to play Zhang and Huang yesterday in the quarterfinals. It was close games, but they led pretty much from the start of both games and saw them both through. It was impressive from Kim and Jeong. Matthias Christiansen, now 29 years of age, from Bornholm, which is an island just into the Baltic Sea off Denmark. 6'1" in height. Ranked 13, they've been up as high as 8 in the world, these two, for a week back in October last year. This is his partner, Alexandra Bøye, 23 years of age, from Horsens on the east coast of Jutland. Christiansen was up at number 4 with his former partner, Pedersen. And they've had a tougher week. Look at those results. Even the straight games went to extra points in both sets. And I wonder whether that's taken more of a physical toll. Saying that, Kim Won-ho's put in a monster performance. Mohamed Kateb from Canada is our chair umpire for this one, and Benjamin Kuo from Taipei our service judge. So the Danes in the white outfit will start the match at the bottom of our screens. As Kim Won-ho, I think he needs a new grip for his racket at the last moment. I'm not sure what he's doing there. He's back on court now.
It would be fair to assume that he's been busy because it's merely 14 hours since he left the court here.
It wasn't an easy performance either, was it, Steen? I mean, you were here calling that one last night.
Very
Ladies and gentlemen,
tense and
on my
exciting
right,
match.
Alexander Bøje and Mathias Christiansen, Denmark. And on my left, Kim Won-ho and Jeong, Korea. Alexander Bøje to serve to Jeong, love ball. Play.
So Alex Bøje with the opening serve. And a smash already from Kim Won-ho. He might be my favourite player to watch in the world at the moment, Kim Won-ho. He's so cool, he's so calm and collected, even in big moments.
Yeah. Impressive by the Koreans yesterday, beating Jeong Soo-wei and Hwang Yeon.
Yeah.
In the men's doubles last night, he looked a little bit bruised. Not something that prevented him from playing well and winning, but I just felt that his legs were a little bit worn after a lot of badminton the last couple of weeks.
Yes, well, they played on Sunday as well, didn't they, in the final at Thailand Open?
They wanted it, didn't they?
Yes, and playing 2 events here this week and getting to both semi-finals. Good shot there from Jeong. He must be the most tired man out here. Yeah, good turn cross from Kim. They're very good out of position, the Koreans, as well. That's one of their strengths, Dean, isn't it?
Yeah. Jeong's a good women's doubles player together with Kim Hae-jung. So she can play from the backcourt. She was a little bit lucky there, Alexander Bøje. She swung for that flick serve, but couldn't reach it. It was wide. And Danes have had a good tournament as well. Basically playing Thailand first, Dechapon and Sapsiree in the second round, and yesterday Jumko and Pevsampran.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen from those matches, I think Mathias Christiansen has played some of the best I've seen him play since he played with Christina Pedersen.
Well covered. Good setup from Christiansen.
Yeah, super quick on his feet and a threat with his big attack. Seems like the pace is gone up a level. We know the Koreans, they're solid in the defense. See how much he's challenging. Good defense by Kim Won-ho.
Yeah. Christiansen again there, taking control in the midcourt. That was nice control from Christiansen initially with that backhand.
Yeah, that's what's been so good from a Danish perspective, that he's been able to reduce the pace of the shot and stay in control, and that's something I have previously criticized that he wasn't that good at. But here in this tournament, I've seen it previously this year as well. He's become much better at it, and here he's actually been good.
Yeah, short lift.
That's well played.
Big smash.
And that's one of the keys that Alexander Bøje must beat. Either Alex or Mathias Christiansen must beat Jeong at the net to get the lifts, and then I think we'll see the Koreans be more willing to change their positions and send Kim to the front.
Net cord taking the pace off the shuttle.
And super important couple of rallies now where the Danes have built a good lead. Close to the mid-game interval. If the Koreans can score 2-3 points, then they're right back in this first game.
Good shot from Kim. An example of him taking the pace off that shuttle again.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see him play a lot to the net, trying to get it below the tape. Mixed up with some flat drives to the back court.
Oh, it's called out, no challenge. That looked close to me.
The problem is we're so far away. There's been a number of shots this week where I thought, oh, that looked close, but then when we see it on Hawkeye, it's really not that close. It's just
the angle we're at.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was clearly long. Clever play again by Mathias Christiansen.
Didn't go for the big smash.
Exactly.
That is clever, Steen. I mean, I wouldn't have noticed that, but it's... And is that the reason why they're performing so well this week? I mean, Jeong and Pavsampron are good, but to beat Deschapol and Sapsiri as well, that's impressive.
Yeah, they've been much better at not sort of being hit by self-inflicted wounds.
7-10.
That was what she waited for, Alexander Bøje, to be able to hit Jeong.
And he's got the power when he wants it, Christiansen, with his final shot. And I guess that's one of the keys, is that they are aware that he can hit hard. Because if he only plays soft, they're going to push up their defence in court, surely.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, like you say, Bøje that set that up. 11-7 at the break. A good start.
Så handler det mere om vores tålmodighed i at blive ved med at arbejde på baglinjen. Okay? Stadigvæk deres returneringer, jamen de går primært, undtagen ham, så går de ud på siderne. Ja. Lige nedslag.
조금 더 네가 더 기다리면 안 된다면 플레이가.
So fortunately, bilingual Steen could listen to the words of, was it Kenneth Johansson down there, Steen?
Yeah, Kenneth Johansson. We came in a little late, but they were discussing what if the Koreans choose to go down in defense and try and lift to the Danes. And it's about being patient. And then they talked a little bit about what the normal returns are from the Koreans. And Kim Won-ho's they felt is going to either of the two sides. Great play. See Kim taking a step towards the backhand side, where it's the more side. Sideways drift is helping the shuttle stay in. But clever play by the Danes. Play with Margin to the other side.
Service over. 9-12.
Good return.
13-9.
If I were the Koreans, I think I would put in a couple of flick serves. So Mathias Christiansen.
Yeah, especially when they're on this side of the court, they can afford to play into that drift with a bit more intensity.
It's really well played by the Danes. They come forward, both of them standing on the white double service line. See that?
Christiansen there, stepping up in defence.
Yeah, that's well played.
It's very brave play.
15-9.
And a new plan from the Koreans that are receiving advice from their coach whilst we are watching the replay.
Good defence with Kim at the front of the court.
Played by the Danes, and we saw the switch of positions there with Kim Won-ho at the net.
Alex Bøje read that lift well from Kim, I thought, instead of rushing forwards.
Full power in that flat cross drive from Mathias Christiansen, then he's really hard to handle.
Wipe the court, please. Court attendant, wipe the court, please. Can you show me? Thank you.
I think the Koreans, they've got to play the backcourt a little bit more and then take the step forward immediately, because very often the first shot from the Danes is designed to just keep the initiative, and that's where they need to make the change. Kim and Jeong, change in aggressiveness.
Oh, it's brilliant from the Danes. What a performance so far, and a huge lead now.
I had some thoughts about whether Kim was fully ready yesterday in the men's double. He had a strapping on his right knee, just below. That's really good alertness from Alexander Bøje. He had a strapping on his right knee. There's no strapping today. There's a strapping on the left knee. It wasn't there yesterday when he played the mixed doubles. So I wonder if he's a little bit limited in his movement.
Oh.
Good play by Jeong.
Yeah.
10-19.
He was basically covering the tram lines in her backhand side.
Yeah, good mixed doubles play for her.
serving very quickly. When Matthias dropped his hand, yeah, that's what they're discussing, the Danes. And Matthias is putting up his hand so that Bøje can concentrate on getting ready. It's going way wide, way long.
19.
Danish coaches with a few words of advice, encouragement. It is a quick serve, isn't it? It's in.
Yeah. Good serve, a good return. Excellent third shot from Kim Won-ho.
That was too easy in the end for Kim. One of Christiansen's soft shots, not quite of the same quality as before.
But that's the thing. If the Danes are a little bit out of balance, the Koreans need to move forward immediately.
Matthias, get really quick at please. No, don't hold one time.
This one is long.
Service over. 20. Game point. 15.
The Danes finally with a chance to close out the opening game.
This time she missed it, Bøje.
16.
And they've had a problems closing out this first game, the two Danes.
That's a wonderful serve.
I would like to see that from the side camera. It looked like it went downwards all the way. Really serving well, the two Koreans.
It's impressive, isn't it, with Kim playing men's doubles at the front and then stepping back a couple of paces to serve this well from here as well. Good smash onto the right hip of Alexandra Bøje. It's tense times now for the Danes, who for 75% of this opening game were looking so good, so strong.
Here's Christiansen spending a lot of time.
Oh, it's in as well.
There's 3 leaves on the backcourt there, and they're playing with the drift, the Danes. That could cost them dearly if they don't get this first game in the bag.
It's a great comeback from the Koreans. I've been very impressed with them the last 7 or 8 points. Oh, brilliant return of serve. Keeps his composure, Christiansen. And the confidence to step in with that service return. And I think a huge relief off their shoulders as they let the Koreans come back into that one. Fortunately, they had such a good lead. They managed to close it out in the end. 18 minutes, 21-19.
Okay, nu husker vi, nu er vi over på modvindsiden, ikke? Nu skal der trykkes til, hvis vi ligger under, ikke? Alt det spil, der lige er sket de sidste 4-5 dueller, det er ligegyldigt. Nu skal vi tilbage til den der. Nu skal vi starte med at få ja, præcis, ikke? Det der passive, det går ikke. Nej, og så lige husk heroverfra, at bolden kommer ikke bare ned. Vi skal blive ved med at arbejde i duellen. Færdig, ikke? Men så, de kommer ikke til at synes, det er sjovt deroverfra. Vi er ved med at stå så langt.
한 번은 붙이고 한 번은 그다음에 다시 올라가서 쟤를 흔들어줘야 되는데 왜 거기 싸우고 걔가 목적으로 갖고 들어오는데 그거다 계속 맞춰주고 있단 말이야. 왜냐면 빨리 하는 게 중요한 게 아니야. 쟤네한테 놓고 올리고 자꾸 흔들어줘야 된다니까. 그 중간에서 자꾸 싸움을 그렇게 해주니까 쟤한테 그 타이밍 계속 맞춰주니까 그 다음에 우리가 답을 못 찾는 거야. 치고 들어오니까. 서비스도 마찬가지야. 쟤는 완전히 앞에 붙어 오겠다고 거기서 했는데 서비스를 조금 더 집중하면서 한 번씩 튕겨주고 그래야 근데 제가 그 서비스에 대해서 집중을 좀 덜 할 건데 계속 맞춰주니까 그 다음에 계속 들어갑니다. 플레이를 쟤네 플레이 스피드에 맞춰주는 게 아니야. 한 번씩 뉴즈하게 가고 좀 더 공간 활용해서 좀 넓게 힘줘주고 연결 점장이 중요하단 말이고 치고 들어오는 게 계속 맞고 치는 게 아니야. 알겠지?
Well, that was pretty amazing game one, Steen. Towards the end, the Koreans won 10 out of 11 points to almost come back, but...
Yeah, I think the Danes got a little bit too complacent there. I thought it was home safe.
Second game, love.
One of the things they discussed was that being passive is not an option. And I think they felt that's what they became in when the score was 19-12. And they said the Koreans are not going to think it's fun to lift here with the drift, so the Danes are going to move forward.
Well, they certainly did in that opening rally.
Plan.
Yeah. Push up the court.
And Kennedy wasn't emphasizing they're playing against the drift, so if they're below, it needs a lot of power to get the correct length, and they need to be willing to work hard and have patience in the attack. It's not just going to be easy to kill it.
Good serve.
Should have left that one. Bøje. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the first one. Yeah.
Service over. 2-1.
Good play. Good play by Bøje by reducing the pace, and so you could say Mathias Christiansen is basically both playing the backcourt player but also the finisher at the net. He's the one who puts a lot of shots away because he's moving forward. And then they become extremely dangerous.
4-1.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
A clear sign of intent since the start of this second game.
It starts with a good flicker where Jeong's technical skills is tested.
Just wide. He is not bothered about the rear court, is he? He's really pushing forward, Christiansen.
Yeah, and rightly so, because, I mean, if the Koreans feel they can hit the backcourt, then they should do so. And if they can't, well, then we're going to score the points on the front court.
Oh, brilliant. Good awareness from Bøje to see the space.
Service over. 6-2.
It's Christiansen again, though, setting this rally up.
Thank you.
Yeah, well played.
Good coverage by Bøje. She's moving a little bit back, and see there, but she's covering that corner, and if she's not doing that, then Matthias will have to cover it, and then he can't put the same amount of pressure on the front court. So I think they really found something good there. It means that Bøje sometimes looks a little bit passive on the net.
But she's not, because she's covering one specific
and
space.
She allows her partner to be even more aggressive.
Right. Yeah, I understand. Very clever. Steen, do you know whether Christiansen and Bøje have ever made a final outside of Europe?
I'm almost certain they haven't. They barely made one in Europe.
I think they've made 5 in total, but obviously that's over a few years.
But
I know their titles that they've won are all European events.
and smaller events than this Super 750.
And there we go. They're trying to go over the top now, perhaps. Yeah, clever.
Again, she covers it. A little bit lucky this time, but
she made her own luck, though. Really, I mean, she was looking for that shot. Just managed to get some part of the racket onto it. I always used to say that I'd paid for the frame as well as the strings, so you may as well use it.
That's true. We should have left it. One of the things Kenneth Jonassen said in the interval was that forget about the 5-6 last rallies here. They don't matter at all now, because it's a totally different game. So 19-12, 10-3, that's dominant.
Yep. Look how fast they're moving. The Danes, I mean. Brilliant from Bøje. You just can't take your eyes off this. Well left. Christiansen's almost expecting a line call of good. His finger was raised, I think, just in case they had to challenge. But what a start to both games. But superb so far in this match, the Danish pair. There was a superb save earlier in that rally by Alexandra Bøje. Could leave in the end. 11-3 at the break.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I don't suppose there was much to catch there, Steen, was there?
No, we didn't have any camera on either of the pairs.
11-3. Play.
I think for the Danes, it's mostly emphasizing, reaffirming how they're playing, and make sure that they maintain the aggressive approach and not start defending a 11-3 lead.
Oh, well, I think Bøje got away with that.
But it's amazing play by Bøje. She's making the defense, quality defense, and moves immediately. So there's no room for Kim Won-ho to play at the net, or at least very little.
Oh, brilliant save.
Excellent play by Jeong.
Yeah, that rally went on probably 25% longer than I thought it was going to, or more. Very aggressive on return of serve.
Yeah, they have to flick him, even playing with the drift. Kim and Jeong, otherwise he's going to stand on top of the tape, and he's not fun to serve to. Long.
Oh! 14-5.
Well, they've got their tactics and strategy spot on so far this match, the Danes. As Kim finds a winner cross court.
6-14.
The Koreans, they need Jeong to hit a good service streak.
And I get the sense the Danes are playing conditions like this better than some of the top pairs in the world. Deshapol, Sapsiri, Jeong and Hwang. And how is it, Steen, you think they've managed to... Is it just their style? Do they always play like this? Or is it they've really put a lot of effort recently into playing in this kind of arena, these kind of conditions?
I think it's a mixture. I think, first of all, I think Christiansen have played at a level I haven't seen for a long, long time in this tournament. It's really encouraging to see. He's so quick on his feet, oozes confidence, and he can be. I haven't done this, but a threatening figure on court that you can be a little bit scared of because he's everywhere, and that's what's going on at the moment. What's helping them is
intimidating.
Intimidating, that's the word I was looking for. What helps the Danes is that the court is smaller. So,
yeah.
I mean, the Koreans, they would have been able to stage a much more solid defense in less windy conditions or slower shuttles.
Oh, he's on the net one moment. And he uses every inch of that tall frame.
I think it's been going a little bit in waves. Their mixed doubles partnership, obviously, when they started, Alexander Bøje had a lot of catching up to do, the younger of the two, and she did that and has played really well for quite some time. Where Matthias has suffered from injuries and stuff, and now they've got it together more or less at the same time, it seems. Let's see if they can get a win here.
Good call.
And I actually think today here in this match, Alexander Bøje has also kicked it up a notch, played really fast, sort of like these automatic decisions that you don't have to think.
Yeah, she's just making a decision, moving one way to cover the court.
Too wide.
Well left. And like you said earlier, allowing Matthias to be more aggressive. Is he still playing men's doubles too? He used to play with David de Goor, was it?
No, no, he's not playing men's doubles. But he's benefiting from his experiences here because he's allowed to go to the front court area. See?
Oh, it's brilliant.
That's how he played the men's doubles. And I don't know if he's sort of thanking someone sitting a bit higher than we do there, but...
That is excellent. And like you said, we're really working hard as well to give them that opportunity. 19-8. This is impressive. Went a bit too firm, perhaps.
9-19.
Easy to allow the adrenaline to add a bit extra to shots sometimes.
Oi, it's going wide.
Service over.
Well, I can't quite believe my eyes, but all I can say is it's amazing so far from the Danes. What a performance, 11 match points. Well, it's simply astonishing. Possibly the best performance of their lives so far this week. Mathias Christiansen and Alexandra Bøye have been simply superb.
Yeah, best performance of their career together.
Yep.
Match won by Mathias Christiansen and Alexandra Bøye.
Incredible, and a place
21.
in a Super 750 final for Christiansen and Bøye. And they're taking out some very, very strong opponents on their way to this final. Shentanji and Toiwei are taking on Watanabe and Higashino later to set up an opponent for tomorrow. But for today, 35 minutes, 21-19, 21-9. Simply incredible for Christiansen and Bøye, and they move on to the final. Well, it was a terrific performance from Mathias Christiansen and Alexandra Bøye. Straight games win over Kim and Jeong in that mixed doubles. We move on to women's doubles, where Zhang Xuxian and Zheng Yu are taking on Bai Kana and Lee So-hee. Well, it was guaranteed that China will make the final, of course, with Chen Jia, Li and Liu this morning in that top half semi-final.